On May 1st and May 2nd, BTS fans, K-pop lovers, and pop culture academic scholars gathered for the BTS, a global interdisciplinary online conference, a virtual event hosted by California State University, Northridge. It featured various panels that presented scholarly research in topics such as dance and music studies, citizen politics, fandom culture and identities, and intersectional practices. But what really is a BTS conference without K-pop dancing? This two-day event also featured a workshop hosted by Team B.U.K, a professional dance team that performs K-pop dance covers and original choreography. Team B.U.K headed to the CSUN campus Sunday afternoon and was seen live from the virtual conference, performing and teaching attendees choreography to one of BTS's hit songs, Dynamite. Amazed by their performance and wanting to learn more about Team B.U.K, I sat down with Annie, the founder and director of the dance team, along with Elizabeth, a coordinator and one of the 22 dance members. I just wanted to start off by asking you how the team all started. What is it about Korean pop music that intrigued you and led to creating a dance group, along with the process of creating everything in the team's name?
So Team B.U.K was started back in March of 2017. I just brought in a couple of friends to come together from the dance community I was in the teams with.
Annie describes that this all simply started as a fun activity within a group of friends who entered a dance competition back in 2017. And even though they did not win, Team B.U.K today has over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. What was it about K-pop music that really got you into this team?
It reminded me a lot of musical theater. I think when it comes to learning the characters, the facials, how they do things differently, how their style might be a little, how it might differentiate from the other members. It just reminds me so much of theater and how there's acting involved. And I don't think a lot of people know about that. So when it came to that, I was just like, I love this so much. I want to keep doing this. And even though it's work, you know, a lot of work is put into it, but I think it's always worth it in the end.
With quarantine, I bet you guys got a little sidetracked, or not maybe sidetracked, or a little disappointed the fact that you can't really reunite anymore as a team. So how was that going on? How were you guys planning on continuing the team and just continuing practices like that?
After like 3 months into quarantine, we started doing like in-home covers. So like each person would send sections of themselves doing the cover. We would edit it. Our beautiful editor Jane, she would edit it. Like in the comfort of your own home. So we never really stopped dancing. We were always pushing ourselves to keep being active even during quarantine.
Continuing with like the dancing and the choreography, how I was saying, I follow you guys on Instagram and I love your YouTube videos. And I'm just amazed how good you all are and how much joy and passion you put into the performances, because the most significant part of K-pop music is the choreography, right? So I want to ask, is there any personal story from any of you that inspired you to start listening to K-pop and to dance and being in a team? Is it some sort of escape or therapy for any of you? Because I know that music and dancing is the best form of therapy and activity. So do you guys see it in that way?
And it absolutely is a form of therapy, and it helps us just escape. The biggest reason why we were able to kind of endure everything with school, because we know that like how stressful it can be, um it was because we had our team and we had a family with us to always have our backs and support. No matter what, we knew that BUK was going to be there for us, whether it be just as friends or if we knew that, okay, I have rehearsal tonight. Let me just push through. Let me get through this. This weekend's going to be fun because we're going to film something. Anything like that that was able to motivate me to look forward to, it was just, it meant so much, and it still does. Things like that still mean so much to me. And like sometimes when I'm not dancing in a cover that week, I feel so miserable and like sluggish.
How I mentioned, I've also been studying popular culture and the study of fandoms, and how fandom can really establish a community and create new activities, passions, and motivations. So, what does being a fan and K-pop dancer mean to you guys? Do you feel like K-pop music and dances help you discover yourself as a person or find community? Certainly with this dance team. So, what do you guys think about that?
Like I think the whole culture of K-pop is what gravitates people towards it, and it becomes a whole community in its own. And that's one thing that people look forward to is KCON every year, which is the Korean convention that happens during summer. And like everyone that's a K-pop fan just goes to it and just enjoys different activities, concerts happening, panels happening with different YouTubers or artists themselves, dance workshops happening. You see people filming stuff on one corner. There's a street food happening in another. Oh my goodness, I miss it so much. It definitely brings a sense of community within people, and I love that. Like if I can sit with Ellie and talk hours about BTS, but I can't do that with my friends, so because like my close friends, they're not into K-pop, they're not K-pop lovers. So I'll talk one thing with them about like the real world, but like I feel like when it comes to K-pop and stuff, I could just sort of have an escape and just not stress so much. I think it's a stress reliever too. Oh my goodness. Yeah, K-pop is a lot of things, which is pretty cool.
That's actually exactly what I'm studying with my popular culture class. Just the fact that just a subject can really draw you into this huge community of friends. Some, like you were saying, Annie, something you can't really discuss with your personal friends in your real life. You know what I mean? So that's really glad to hear that you guys have this group of friends. So yeah, that's really all the questions that I have for you guys. I really
And then
enjoyed it.
join us.
We had so much fun.
Alright.
To learn more about the dance team, follow their Instagram page at team_B.U.K and check out their YouTube channel where they share all of their K-pop dance covers and original performances.